Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today we're going to be going over how to rig a character like this one. We're also going to be going over FK rigs, or what FK rigs are, and IK rigs, what they are and how to make them. So yeah, to start off with making the rig. So we're going to be using the add-on called Rigify. To enable Rigify, we go Edit, Preferences, go to the category Add-ons, and search up rig. This will come up. You just, if it's unchecked, you want to check it, and then down here, save preferences. Then you can close that, and once we go into our armature, you can see Rigify Meta Rigs. This will give us 3 categories. So as we said, we're going to do basic human. Click that, and once we get a rig, we're gonna basically make sure when we click on a rig, make sure we check in front. Okay, and then scale. We're going to be scaling the rig shoulders with our model shoulders. By scaling, we just hit S, and this should scale it. You want to scale it right until the shoulders. We might want to move it forward a little to make sure the collarbones are in the right place. Now, to edit this and pose it into the right places where the body is at, you want to go hit tab into edit mode, or you can go up here into edit mode. Then from here we can start clicking on the joints, pressing G, and start moving them around. I would say to start on the Y front view axis. So we're just gonna line up all these joints with their correct corresponding place on the model. So shoulders to shoulders, elbows to elbows, wrists, whoa, wrists to wrists, and hand to hand. And do the same, and then do the same with the other side. Okay, now that your rig is fully posed in the right directions, um, first thing we can do is parent our bones to our body. For this to work, it's very simple. You click on the model, you shift click the rig, hit Control P with automatic weights, and boom, we have just parented all the bones to our body. This will now make it so now once we click on a rig, go into pose mode, we can go to the rotate gimbal, and you can see our bones work as they should. This rig, what we just did, is called forward uh forward schematics, which means which is FK rig, forward schematics. This basically means it's going forward. You animate forward, which means you go like this. You go top down. That's what that means. Boom. Thing about the difference between FK and IK is IK is going up. So that means if you move down here, or like move down here, it will move everything above it, unlike FK. So like if we move this bone, it moves everything below it, but for IK, if we did have an IK rig on the arms, it would move everything above it. That's what we're about to do on our feet. One thing for our legs to be an IK, make sure the knees are bent slightly forward, or when we do have inverse kinematics, the knees wouldn't just like snap back like this. Yeah, we can do so with these heel bones. I'm gonna rename these to IK feet, but first we have to unparent them. So we can hit Alt P. Actually, no. Go into edit mode. Hit Alt P, clear parent. Alt P, clear parent. Now, that makes these do nothing at all to the rig at all. So these are just random bones. Oh no, we shouldn't do this in pose mode. Never mind. Get out of pose mode. Go hit tab, go into edit mode, click on the main bone. Rotate these about 90 on both bones. Then what you're gonna do is click the whole bone and start pairing it to this bone. I'm gonna scale this out just a little bit more. Okay, now that we got these back feet, what we're gonna do is we're gonna rename them because we need to. Go F2 and rename them to IK dash right because this is the IK thing for the right, and then IK dash left. Boom. Now we're gonna be adding bone constraints to the thigh. To do that, we click on our calf, go to bone constraints, click on this, add bone constraint, inverse kinematics. The target needs to be the armature or the meta rig, and then the bone needs to be that IK for the corresponding side. So this is the left calf, so we choose the IK for left. We set the chain length to 2, and we're going to do the same for the other side. IK, meta rig, and then the IK for the respected side, and then chain length of 2. So whenever we move this, you can see we start having inverse kinematics. This is what it means by that basically it's going inverted instead of forward. Forward is like moving down, but this is moving up. But you might notice two things. What the heck are the knees doing? And what the heck is going on with the feet? You want to make the feet stationary. Hit edit mode. Click on this bone. Click on this bone. Click on this bone. Control P and keep offset. And do the same for this side. Now this makes it, see, our feet are now stationary instead of like being all wonky and weird. But what's cool about these handles is now we can control the entire foot from this bone instead of this bone. But let's focus on these knee pulls now, because what the heck is happening? To make the knee pulls, go into edit mode, click on the ball joint, extrude along the y-axis, and the same for the other side. Now click on these bones, Alt P, clear parent, Alt P, clear parent, click on both, move them forward. Boom, we just created knee pulls, but now we need to actually parent them. So now, if we go out of edit mode back into pose mode, we can see pull target. Click this, make sure this is the meta rig, and then we're gonna rename these to pull left and pull right. Now go back here, pull left, pull right. We move the knee, it might be a little wonky, but that means we need to change the pull angle. Look at that hip. Damn, the hip strutting. See, now these should be following the pulls. So now we can adjust the knee angle. So that means if we have this up, we can control where the knee goes now. Isn't that cool? And then all you want to do for IK arms is just go into edit mode, click on this ball joint, extrude it. Actually, no, stay in edit mode, go Alt P, clear the parent, go into pose mode, click on the arm, go to IK, make sure it's the rig, and then to the respected IK controller, and then chain length of 2, and then boom, you have arms, silly little arms. That's how to make a rig, IK rig, and what FK rigs and IK rigs are. Tomorrow we'll be going over how to make walk cycles, because those are pretty hard. And then the next video after that is going to be run cycles.
Nah, 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 nah.